Let's get right into it. Number 12. Drinking urine for hydration. Imagine you're lost in the desert, sun melting your eyebrows, lips dry enough to file paperwork, and suddenly your brain remembers that one survival show where the host drank his own pee like he was sampling fine wine. So you think, well, hydration is hydration, right? Wrong. Absolutely wrong. The wrongest wrong. Urine is waste. Your kidneys filtered it out because your body literally said, "No thanks, we don't need this anymore." When you drink it, you're just putting the trash back inside yourself like a confused raccoon. The salt concentration is high, the toxins are real, and if you're already dehydrated, drinking pee actually speeds up dehydration. It's like trying to put out a fire with gasoline, warm gasoline, from your own bladder. The only scenario where urine is safe-ish is when you're fully hydrated. And if you're fully hydrated, you're not stranded in a death desert chugging body lemonade. So yes, drinking urine in a survival situation is basically a biological prank you're pulling on yourself. If you see someone doing this in a movie, understand, that's entertainment, not hydration. Number 11. Sucking poison out of a snake bite. Picture this. Your friend gets bitten by a snake. They panic. You panic. Then you dramatically grab their leg, heroically press your lips to the wound like you're reenacting a cowboy fantasy, and try to suck the venom out. Congratulations. You've now made everything worse. Venom spreads through the lymphatic system, not a little puddle you can vacuum out with passion and desperation. Once it's in, it's in. Sucking it out doesn't remove venom, but it can introduce bacteria from your mouth into the wound, causing infection. And if you had a cut or sore in your mouth, you just gave the venom a guest pass into your bloodstream. What a bonding moment. The real move is boring but effective. Keep the bitten limb still, keep the person calm, remove anything tight like rings or bracelets, and get medical help. No sucking, no tourniquet, no slicing the wound like you're performing wilderness sushi prep. Hollywood lied to you, again. Number 10. Eating raw plants, because plants are safe. There's this adorable myth that anything green and leafy must be edible because nature is wholesome or something. Then people go into the woods, see a random plant, and immediately decide to chew it like they're starring in a nature documentary. Here's the thing. Nature is trying to kill you. Plants are chemical factories. Some will feed you. Some will paralyze you. Some will make your organs file a complaint to HR. If you don't know exactly what a plant is, don't eat it. Rule of thumb. If it looks edible, that just means it evolved to trick animals, including you, into spreading its seeds. That doesn't mean it won't destroy your insides. Some plants can shut down your breathing, some can cause hallucinations, some can cause fatal dehydration, and some just taste like spicy sadness but still cause liver damage. Unless you've studied wilderness botany or carry a guidebook, your best strategy is simple. Don't put mystery leaves in your mouth. This isn't a salad bar, it's the outdoors, and everything wants to sabotage you. Number 9. Rubbing frostbitten skin to warm it up. You know that scene where someone gets frostbite and a friend immediately grabs their frozen hand and starts rubbing it like they're trying to buff out scratches on a car? Yeah, don't do that. Frostbite means the tissues are frozen. Actual ice crystals form inside the skin. Rubbing those crystals around is like grinding broken glass into your cells. You'll cause worse damage, rip tissues, and increase the odds of permanent injury. You're not warming them, you're sanding them. The correct fix is slow, controlled warming. Warm water around 37 to 39 degrees. That's nice bath temperature, not hot tub for lobsters. And once frostbitten skin is warmed, you absolutely do not let it freeze again, unless you want next-level tissue damage. In survival situations, sometimes the best move is to keep the area cold until you're sure you can keep it warm. So yeah, rubbing frostbitten skin is basically exfoliating someone with ice knives. Number 8. Follow animal tracks to find water. There you are, dehydrated and wandering through the wilderness, when you spot tracks, deer maybe, or raccoon, or something with enough toes to make you uncomfortable. And you remember a classic myth. Animals always lead you to water. Which sounds poetic, until you realize it's nonsense. Animals walk everywhere. They wander for food, for shelter, for curiosity, for whatever impulse hits their tiny brains. Some animals don't even drink water directly. They get moisture from plants or prey. So if you follow tracks hoping for a magical river, you might actually be following something that's been wandering in frustrated circles for 4 hours. Congrats, you and a squirrel are now both lost. Worse, following tracks can lead you straight toward predators, cliffs, or absolutely nowhere. Tracks don't come with labels like, "this way to hydration." You're just guessing. And guessing is how people end up on missing persons posters. If you need water, use actual survival methods: terrain analysis, geography, condensation, or looking for vegetation clusters. Don't stalk the footprints of a woodland idiot whose brain weighs as much as a donut. Number 7. If a bear attacks, just play dead. People love oversimplifying bear survival like it's a Pokemon battle. Brown bear, play dead. Black bear, fight back. Polar bear, say your prayers. But reality is messier. Playing dead only works in very specific cases. Defensive attacks from grizzlies, where the bear is scared or protecting cubs. But if the bear is predatory, meaning it thinks you're a snack wrapped in fear, playing dead is basically serving yourself like a burrito. Black bears rarely stop an attack because you're lying still. They're the opportunists of the forest. And polar bears? Honey, they live in a place where food barely exists. They're not falling for survival yoga. Context matters. Grizzly defensive charge, play dead. Grizzly hunting you, fight or escape. Black bear attack, fight back aggressively. Polar bear encounter, avoid at all costs and pray to every god you've ever heard of. So yeah, the just play dead advice is less survival guide, more hope the universe likes you today. Number 6. Shelter first, water later. Most survival movies love showing characters building elaborate shelters first, full log cabins with cute little roofs and everything, while they're dehydrating faster than a raisin on a hot sidewalk. In the real world, water is the priority. Always. The rules of 3 exist for a reason. 3 minutes without air, 3 hours without proper shelter in extreme conditions, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. But people twist the shelter rule into thinking any environment demands shelter first. If it's snowing sideways? Yes, shelter. If it's mild weather with shade, you need hydration before you need carpentry projects. Spending hours building a shelter when you're sweating, exhausted, and already dehydrated is how people pass out next to half-finished survival huts. It's not romantic. It's Darwin Award material. The outdoors doesn't care about your Minecraft instincts. Get water. Number 5. Swimming parallel to shore always saves you from rip currents. The ocean loves tricking people with fake confidence. If you're caught in a rip current, just swim parallel, people say. And yes, sometimes that works, but not always, because the ocean is chaotic and rip currents don't follow geometry. They curve, bend, fork, and move like they're trying to draw cursive with water. Swimming parallel might drag you deeper, exhaust you, or turn into a personal reenactment of Finding Nemo, but without the Pixar budget. The real advice: stay calm, float, conserve energy, and let the current carry you until it weakens. Then swim at an angle toward shore when you're out of the rip. Trying to power swim your way out when you don't need to? Congratulations. You're now drowning faster for absolutely no reason. Swimming parallel is a tool, not a guarantee. The ocean does not care about your rules. It makes its own. Number 4. Moss grows on the north side of trees. Navigation. Ah yes, the classic scout myth. You're lost in the woods, no map, no compass, no phone signal. But wait, a tree with moss, and that moss is definitely pointing north like it's a botanical GPS. Except, no. Moss grows wherever moss feels emotionally fulfilled. On the north side, south side, east side, on the entire tree, or not at all. Moss is chaos with spores. Moisture, shade, wind direction, tree species, terrain, all of these matter more than compass directions. In dense forests, moss often grows all around the trunk because sunlight barely hits anything. Sometimes the north side part is actually the least mossy. Following moss for navigation is like letting a houseplant drive your car. It's green, it's alive, but it has no idea where anything is. Use stars, shadows, landmarks, topography, literally anything except a random fuzzy patch on bark. Number 3. Punching a shark in the nose. People love this advice because it makes them feel like an action hero. If a shark comes at you, just punch it in the nose. As if underwater punches are fast, accurate, and powerful enough to impress a creature that's basically a muscle torpedo with teeth. The shark's nose is sensitive, yes, but also a terrible target. Small, moving, and attached to an animal that swims faster than your life choices. Plus, sharks don't just float politely while you line up a punch. They lunge, bite, and thrash. If you can touch the shark, which hopefully you can't, Go for the eyes or gills, actual vulnerable areas. The nose punch is a last-ditch desperation move, not a strategy. Underwater fist-fighting a shark is not a survival plan. It's a deleted scene from Things That Kill Tourists. Number 2. Starting a fire with 2 sticks like a caveman. Sure, rubbing sticks together can start a fire. If you have perfect wood, perfect weather, perfect technique, 4 arms of steel, 6 hours to spare, and a camera crew encouraging you. In real survival, you will die of frustration before you get a single spark. Friction fires require bone-dry wood, special types of tinder, and a spindle and bow or hand drill technique that takes serious practice. Most people who try it in the wild end up sweating, crying, swearing, and generating nothing but disappointment smoke. Modern survivalists agree, carry a lighter, or matches, or a ferro rod, or literally anything other than your optimistic caveman energy. Fire by friction is not a backup plan, it's a hobby. Number 1. Follow the river. It always leads to civilization. This one sounds logical. Rivers support life. Humans need water, so rivers must lead to towns, right? Sometimes. But also, sometimes they lead you into impassable canyons, waterfalls, swamps, cliffs, ravines, predator hotspots, or miles and miles of terrain that actually pushes you farther from rescue. People have died trying to hug a riverbank like it's a helpful tour guide. Yes, rivers can lead to civilization, but only in regions where human settlements historically depended on river travel. In many places, especially mountainous or remote ones, rivers go straight through the most dangerous, least accessible areas. Walking downstream blindly is how you end up injured, lost, dehydrated, and surrounded by mosquitoes whose life purpose is to ruin yours. Better strategy. Get to high ground, orient yourself, assess the terrain, and then decide whether following water is actually smart, not just aesthetically poetic. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them. Sketchy Logic Explains is an educational entertainment animation channel that explores the truth behind everyday mysteries. I put genuine effort into drawing every single day. It's not easy at all. Please help me with 1 subscription. It truly means a lot to me. I love you all.